Hello students, we are continuing the chapter Light of class 10 CBSE board. Today we are going to see about the nature of light. Okay, when we have talked about the physical properties of light, we have discussed that light has a dual nature. It behaves as a wave and also as a particle. When we talk about light as a wave, light is a electromagnetic radiation. Light is a electromagnetic radiation, and when we look to a electromagnetic radiation very close, we will observe it has two fields, one electric field and the other one is your magnetic field, Okay, so in case of electromagnetic radiation, the electric field and the magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so when we talk about light as a wave, light is a electromagnetic radiation, where in a electromagnetic radiation we will observe a particular electric field. Okay, along with it we will observe another field which is the magnetic field. Now the electric field and the magnetic field, in case of electromagnetic radiations, they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, now when we observe wavelength, you have read about wavelength, I think one complete oscillation. So if I think that there is a start of one oscillation, so here we end in one oscillation. The length is called the wavelength. So the electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength from 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers, we call it visible light. Okay, visible light has a particular wavelength of 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers. We also know that white light have classifications of different colors, right? VIBGYOR, you have learned about it. V for violet, I for indigo, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, R for red. Okay, so when we will see a particular wavelength 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers, the visible light, we have to keep in mind that the wavelength of visible light which is minimum is having violet color, VIBGYOR. Okay, GYOR. So violet light has minimum wavelength, whereas red light has a maximum wavelength. The electromagnetic radiation which has a wavelength less than 380 nanometers is called ultraviolet light. Okay, and the particular wavelength that has more than 750 nanometers, we know it will be called as infrared light. Okay, let us recapitulate the part. When light will be discussed as a wave, light behaves as an electromagnetic radiation. In an electromagnetic radiation, we have electric field along with the magnetic field. Okay, the electric field and the magnetic field, they are mutually perpendicular to each other. So when we are going to represent this particular electromagnetic radiation for the nature of wave of light, okay, so we have to draw it in such a way so that we can make the teacher understand about it. Okay, we have to draw it in 2D, so I have drawn it in like this. Okay, now when we see about visible light, when we talk about visible light has an electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength between 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers. We know that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meters, or you can say 1 by 10 to the power 9 meters. So it is very small. Okay. Moreover, when we see that the electromagnetic radiation that is below 380 nanometers, these are called ultraviolet light. Okay, whereas the electromagnetic radiation that is more than 750 nanometers, that is called infrared light. We can see this arrow, we have made increasing wavelength from left to right. Okay, so the wavelength increases. We know with the increase in wavelength, the energy of the particular wave decreases. So ultraviolet light will have a maximum energy than the visible light and the infrared light, and among these, infrared light has a minimum energy. Okay, now light can be evidenced as a wave by some phenomena that we are going to discuss here. Okay, so some phenomena like diffraction, interference help us to know that light behave as a wave. We are going to see what are interference and diffraction in this particular video to understand that light behaves as a wave. The wave nature of light can be evidenced by these two phenomena. One is interference and one is diffraction. Let us discuss one by one. What is interference? Interference is intermixing of waves. Okay, now let us discuss. We have discussed light as a wave. We have taken two sources of light. Say this is a source of light. We have taken another source of light. Say this is another source of light. Now this light, okay, say these are the sources of light. Okay, now this two lights are a particular wave. These are a particular wave, but in this position we will see, there is a intermixing. In higher class we will understand it very clearly, but for now you have to keep in mind that when two lights are having a particular common intersection, there will be an intermixing of the waves. This particular phenomenon is called interference. So this phenomenon occurs, so only we can say that light behaves as a wave. Okay, moreover, if we talk about diffraction, okay, you have also studied that when a particular light falls on an object, say a source of light falls on an object, here we have a screen. Okay, here is the light which falls on the object. So we see that when we see the shadow of the particular object, this is an opaque object. Okay, when we see the shadow of the opaque object, we see that the shadow is differentiated by two types. One of the shadow has a deeper part, one of the shadow is very dark, and one of the shadow is light. Okay, so the light that is passing in straight lines, they are getting scattered. The light that is passing, they are getting scattered, and so we call the darkest part of the shadow to be as the umbra, and the lightest part we can say as the penumbra. This phenomena, where we observe that light must travel in a straight line, we must observe a shadow over behind the object. Okay, we will observe that the shadow is also again having two portions. One is a darker portion and one is a less darker portion. The darker portion will be called as umbra and the lighter portion will be called as the penumbra. Okay, the light must pass in a straight line. Okay, where that cannot pass through an opaque object, but we will observe that the light that is passing through straight line is little bit diffracted in different direction. Okay, or you can say the scattering in different direction of light is called diffraction. So this particular two phenomenons are the evidence of light behaving as a wave. Moreover, in class 10 we are going to discuss mainly about light as a particle. There was a scientist, you also might know, that Einstein was the first person to discuss a particular light as a wave. He have done an experiment which is called the photoelectric effect, okay, by which he have seen the emission of particles of light from a particular metal. We are going to discuss the photoelectric effect. When we discuss about light as a particle, it was Einstein who clarified our confusion of the particle nature of light. He discussed a particular experiment which is called the photoelectric effect. What happens because of a particular light, falling on a metal surface, Einstein observed that this metal surface emits a particular particles of light which are electrons. These particles of light that were emitted, okay, they were termed as photons. Photons. Okay, so what he did, Einstein, in the photoelectric effect for which he got a Nobel Prize, he did an experiment in such a way that he exposed a metal surface to a light having sufficient amount of energy so that certain beams of electrons are emitted from the metal surface. Those beams of light, which is the result of the incident light, is called photons. So in this regard, we will understand that light behaves as a particle. Moreover, the particle nature of light can be evidenced from two particular: reflection as well as refraction. Okay, so reflection and refraction are the main topics of the chapter light in your class 10 syllabus. We are going to discuss reflection and refraction. We must keep in mind that reflection and refraction are the particular phenomena where light can be evidenced to be as a particle. Okay, clear everybody? So in this particular video we have just learned that light has a dual nature. It behaves both as a wave and also as a particle. When we will discuss light as a wave, the wave of light is an electromagnetic radiation where light has the electric and the magnetic field which are perpendicular to each other. Moreover, the visible light has a wavelength 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers. The visible light, okay, has a wavelength 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers. The electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength less than 380 nanometers is called ultraviolet light, whereas the electromagnetic radiation that has above 750 nanometers are called infrared light. In the particle nature of light, it was Einstein who discussed a particular experiment which was the photoelectric effect. What he did, he just exposed a metal surface with a light that has sufficient amount of energy to liberate electrons from its surface. This flow of electrons, because of the incidence of light, leads to the particle nature of light which are called photons. The particles of light are called photons. In the next video we are going to discuss about the phenomenon reflection. If you like the video, please press the like button and subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you.